Mr. Chairman. This past fall, I was informed about an issue occurring affecting women and young girls in Johnson County. And I was astonished and dismayed by an incident that was shared by a woman doing her everyday shopping in a grocery store. She was in the dairy section. She was selecting her purchase and sensed someone behind her. Glancing down, she saw a man crouching behind and under her with his cell phone faced upwards with the video red light on, taking video. Shocked and dazed, she quickly came to, saw the man about 10 feet from her, confronted him, demanded to see his phone. His response was, that would be an invasion of privacy. With her phone in hand, she took his picture. He ran from the store, and police found and arrested him in just a few hours. He was later found guilty and sentenced to 30 days in jail and made to register as a sex offender. Enter Emily. Oh, and by the way, there are pictures of the gentleman that she took a picture of on your desk. Enter Emily, who is actually in our gallery watching these proceedings and has been very patient. A 17-year-old young woman who was shopping at Oak Park Mall in October 2017, where she was trying on Halloween costumes. As she was in various stages of undress, she noticed a pair of jeans angled in a way with a video on the phone being used to record her. She quickly snapped a picture of the suspicious phone, and you have that picture on your desks as well, and quickly redressed. Fast forward to April 2018, a Johnson County detective found the perpetrator from Joplin, Missouri, 139 miles away, who traveled to commit these types of crimes. Law enforcement was able to download, once they caught the individual, took his phone and downloaded over 150 images of women undressing while shopping, completely unaware that they were being videotaped or photographed. Megadata showed that he was traveling to other metro areas to commit the same crimes. Then there is Annabelle, 15, trying on swimsuits with a friend. Heard a man's voice, but didn't think much about it. As she was putting on her top, she noticed a camera over the top of the dressing room wall. She yelled out, opened the door, and got a good look at him. Then she yelled at her friend to get the attendant and indicated the attendant indicated she couldn't help. Emily, 15-year-old Emily, was traumatized by this event, and today she still gets triggered by her experience. Finally, there is Beth, who was with a friend shopping in separate stalls for swimsuits. Her friend noticed a phone encroaching under the partition multiple times. She alerted her friend, who came to her stall and was able to capture the action on video. The case is now being litigated. The Johnson County Assistant District Attorney and Section Chief of the Special Victims Unit in Johnson County was at our testimony and testified in favor of the bill, citing the increase in these types of crimes in all facets of life, occurring not only in dressing rooms, but in the workplace, retail establishments, gas stations, public bathrooms, and indicated that, yes, indeed, this type of crime is predatory in nature. Individuals who partake in this kind of unlawful behavior not only do that for their own sexual gratification, but to obtain and keep trophies. These images and videos can be traded or posted online, sold for profit, causing permanent harm to the victim. Senate Bill 420, as amended, would amend the definition of sex offender in the Offender Registration Act to include any person who is convicted of a breach of privacy by installing or using a concealed photo or video recorder to secretly videotape, film photo, or record another person who is nude or in state of undress without the consent or knowledge and the intent to invade the privacy of that person in which there is a reasonable expectation of privacy. The Johnson County Special Prosecutor said this bill will close the legal gap that requires prosecutors seek a special finding under KSA 2249-02818, which requires registration as a sex offender if the act has been determined beyond a reasonable doubt to have been sexually motivated. He states victims question how the act of secretly filming someone in a state of undress is not sexual in nature. Senate Bill 420 is a reasonable solution. And with that, I stand for questions.
Committee questions for the Senator from Johnson. Senator from Shawnee, Senator Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do not have a question. I do have brief comments, and that is I want to congratulate the Senator from Johnson for bringing this issue to us. If there ever were individuals that belonged on the sexual offender registry, it's the perverts who are convicted of these crimes. Thank you.
Further questions or comments for the Senator from Johnson? Seeing none, Senator, you may close.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that when the committee rises to report, it report Senate Bill 420 favorably for passage.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed, motion carries.